Good morning. Happy Friday. Half a day. Oh, so today is my eldest's 11th birthday. I have a preteen for a granddaughter. Oh my goodness. Hope everyone's having a fantastic start to their Friday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching this from. Okay. But I wanted to do just a little bit of gig work before we head over to join my daughter with the kids so we can do some celebrating. She's kind of following along on what I did with them when they were younger on their birthdays. The way I had it, once they hit a certain age, I would have them make a list, a birthday wish list, basically. And on the day of their birthday, we would do stuff that's on that list. So she's kind of doing that too with her daughter. All right, Instacart, what you got? Nope. So at the moment, I only have Instacart on. I'll be turning on the other apps here shortly. Sorry, I'm just still prepping. Okay. Okay. All right. And here in a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and turn on Uber Eats. Good morning, TG. I guess it would help if I took the brakes off. All right. Just now leaving the house. I'm not going to do a long shift because, like I said, the hubby is finishing up on cooking the pancakes. So this is actually my breakfast right now. I told him, I said, teamwork. I'm going to make the batter and he'll cook them. But how are you today? Hey, Caleb. Good morning. How's it going? I literally just left my house. I've only got Instacart turned on right now. And then I'm going to wait until I get to a parking spot and turn on other apps. Yeah, the first batch, I was the one who laid it down onto the griddle. And it's always the first batch that gets a little bit more color than it should. Because it'll be just a tad, the griddle will be just a tad hotter. I'm hoping though, because Costco's right off the highway around the corner over here. That's why a lot of the times before we even leave the house, we'll turn on Instacart, we'll turn on Spark, and if I've scheduled a block on DoorDash, same thing, I'll turn it on even before we leave the house, because there's also a DG or Dollar General here in our neighborhood. And there's been a handful of times that we're in the car and I turn on DoorDash, and before we could even pull out of the driveway or even walk out the door, sometimes I'll get an order for the DG to be delivered to my neighborhood. So I'm like, yeah, I like doing those. And twice it was the same customer on my street. So that was even better. So, but I'm hoping as we're approaching right now Costco that wait, what did I, thanks Caleb, what did I miss there, TG? Surgery? I'm sorry if I missed you talking about that, but what was that? You guys are just watching. Oh, ah, oh no, that sucks. I'm hoping it wasn't a real expensive one. Hey Lexi. For those of you guys that are in the chat, good morning Terry. For those of you guys that are in the chat right now, I don't know if my granddaughter's watching, but her mom just popped in. If you guys could please send out a sweet, happy 11th birthday to my granddaughter, Ari. And Lexi, if she is watching or listening, happy birthday, Ari. Love you. Throw up some hearts and birthday cakes in the chat. But I've officially, I mean, well, not officially, I've got a child who's officially a preteen today. Woohoo! But she has a fun day planned out. And in case she doesn't know what else is going to be done, I'm not going to say anything else now. But if you're just now popping in, I am just heading to one of my waiting spots, I guess, for orders to come in. And Terry, I haven't had a chance to read what you're saying, but if it has to do with not being able to hang around, happy Friday. Enjoy your day. Thank you for popping in. right. So we got Walmart over there. Let me lock these doors. We got some restaurants right here, and just a little, like 2 minutes further up the road, we've got HEB. So let me go ahead and turn on my Uber Eats. All right, what did I miss? I can't stay. I gotta go finish work and water the garden. Thank you, Terry, if you're still there. And thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. Stay hydrated out there. But enjoy your day, Terry. All right. I've also got it says it's not busy right now, but I've got a DoorDash block set to start at 11, but it's grayed out for my zone here, so. $18 items, almost 12 miles for $20. And that's for that's for 3 customers. No, thank you. So let me see if we might get lucky with favor again. Let me turn that on. So in case you guys didn't watch the short that I uploaded last night, you should go check it out. But it does, and I do apologize that you guys have this right here to look at. But for this specific phone that I'm doing the live stream from, hey Don, good morning. How are you feeling today? But I got the best offer to date ever, really, on any of the apps that we didn't have to work our butt off for, and that it didn't take 2 or 3 hours, you know, to be able to earn it. So, sorry to hear that, Don. And hopefully, despite the migraine or the headache, that that you make lots of money out there. But I don't know if you saw that last the short that I posted last night, Don, but we were at Aldi. I had accepted the morning didn't go well. Oh. And I had forgotten my purse. but I know that some of the apps I can do a digital form of the card, you know, so that way if I do forget my purse or wallet, that I can just use my phone to complete the purchase. But I didn't know that when I walked into the store, that Aldi is one of the stores that does not do tap. So whether if you're using your phone to pay for your groceries at that store, they unfortunately do not have the tap option. So, or at least that's what it makes it seem like, because as soon as I got there and getting ready to start the shopping, I saw the message. Yeah, I saw the message that I needed my physical card, and I was like, Um, but I had my daughter Zoe, she was on her way, just in case I was going to run into any issues. But I was like, and then I ended up getting that offer and on Favor, because I accepted that offer on Instacart for shopping at Aldi. And I got that offer on Favor. And at first I was like, when I saw the $85, I was like, am I seeing this right? And I show it to my husband, and he's like, yeah. That it wasn't just $8.50 or something like that. But I was like, yeah. So of course I accepted it. And not too long after that, because it showed that I wasn't moving, um, I got that notification, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to take the chance. It's not worth it for the $11 and some change to do that Instacart, or finish doing the Instacart. Even though the shopping was only 4 items and it was only 2 miles from the store for the drop off, I wasn't going to take that chance. So I ended up having to reach out to support to let them know I had to cancel the order because I didn't have my physical card, and that I was on my way home to pick it up. And by the time I go home and come back to the store, it's going to be well over 20 minutes. So, yeah, I ended up dropping that. And we went and it was a curbside pickup at HEB. And like I said, it's the best offer. It's not the highest tip, but wait a minute, was it? No, wait a minute. It is the highest tip. I take that back. Because even though I had a 90-something dollar order on Instacart before, that was our highest order in prior to this one. But that was like for 2 customers, so it wasn't the highest tip. The one on Favor, it was only 1 customer. We get there, checked in, and within 5 minutes, the stuff was brought out, and we were so, speaking of Favor, we were so concerned of like, how many cases of water is this? How many, jugs of water or milk are we going to be dealing with? And cases of drinks or whatever, and second story or third story apartment. All these things, because Favor does not give you all that information, especially what it is you're picking up. They'll give you the total items, but they won't tell you what it is you're picking up. But then we saw the cart and we're like, that's it? We're like, okay. So from the time we checked into the store and the time we made the drop off, because it was less than 3 miles away from HEB, it was 2.5 miles, we were done within 15 minutes. We'll say less than 20 minutes. And we made $85. And the cool thing about Favor when it comes to curbside, there's no waiting 2 hours like on Uber Eats. There's no waiting 24 hours like on Spark. With curbside on Favor, it's available right away. Hey, good morning, DJ. The Aldi in Shelbyville, Indiana uses that tap. Oh, that's cool. I wish they would do that here. And honestly, prior to yesterday, I didn't even know I could put my Instacart card, digital card, onto my my wallet. So I went ahead and do that. So for future, I don't have to, keep pulling out the card for Instacart. I can just use my phone. So now I have DoorDash, Uber, and Instacart as the digital card. I don't know if I can do that with Favor. And honestly, 16 miles for $7.32. Come on now. And that was on Uber Eats. All right. Starting my dash. I'm at 97 charge. Woohoo! Oh, that's cool. But that's probably because you haven't been doing a lot of driving around. And do you by chance, Don, when you're waiting for offers? Good morning, Corey. Do you move if you're parked at one spot and nothing happens for a little bit? Do you end up moving to a different spot? I ran out of miles already once. Uh-oh. How's it going, Corey? Well, that's cool. It's because your metrics, I'm sure. Honestly, I don't know again if I'll ever get back up there to the, to a high AR, because that's going to take a lot. That's going to take a lot for Uber Eats and DoorDash, for me to get up my AR. So that's going to be a lot of those no tip offers, $2 runs for high miles. I mean, maybe when we get to the point where doing gig work is not necessarily for the money, but more for the content for my channel, maybe, I'll do those crazy things of accepting every order to increase my AR. But at this point, it'd be too much to do those type of things. I mean, it took a lot. When I battled my daughter Lexi for Uber Eats, we had 2 rounds and we did live streams for both, but it took a lot just for me to even get into the 40s. Something coming in on Spark. Oh, but that's not even for here. This morning, Dee Dee paid more than the tips. What? Again, and we've talked about this. It's, a lot of drivers, to include myself. On one hand, we're constantly saying something about the customers not being considerate enough to put a tip in there, or a decent tip. But it's also the app's fault. How they honestly, I mean, it's because there's just way too many drivers for all the apps. That's why. $2. How they expect drivers who drive their own vehicles, pay for their own gas, to do these offers for $2. Got an 18 miles for $19.75. I did it, got 12 miles for $14. Wow. Can you imagine what those would be paying if the customers actually tipped fairly? Ah. Ah. My daughter just sent me a picture of Ari with her Starbucks drink. Because that's what she wanted. That's what she wanted for her birthday. She wanted to go to Starbucks for her breakfast. So she sent a picture. When Lexi told me that, I was like, has she even had Starbucks as breakfast? And she's like, a long time ago. Wow. Come on, apps. Let's go. Let's go. I want to make some money. At least make some money for gas. And I tell you, if it weren't for getting that, and I apologize for talking with food in my mouth, but if it weren't for getting that really good offer on Favor, we wouldn't have made what we made yesterday. We probably would have stayed out longer, but we're trying not to, you know. His mom leaves tomorrow, so I didn't want to keep him away from his mommy too long. But what I might end up doing briefly is doing another live stream later tonight, because where Ari wants to go as part of her day, it's a place, and Dawn, you already know of this place, but Area 254. It's a step up from, I say it is definitely a step up from, what is it, Dave & Buster's, because it has an indoor bowling area, it has bumper cars, it has laser tag, and Lexi told me that they recently added a VR room. So, and then of course it's got a huge arcade area. So, and for the drinkers, they have a beer wall. So it'll be pretty interesting. But have you heard of it? Have you heard of a place like that? And anybody else that's watching, have you guys in your area, if you're not here in Texas, do you have something like that? I mean, it'll more than likely be called something else, because here it's called Area 254. It almost makes it sound like it's gonna be an alien theme, you know, like Area 51. Yeah. So for anybody else, it could be, I don't know, Area 512, 671. By the way, 671 is Guam's area code. 10.8 miles for less than $12. But that's not for my town. I mean, so offers are coming through. They just suck. 8 items for less than $13 is not bad. But they want to, you know, it's 2 customers. And it's 2 customers and 2 stores. And it's over 11 miles. That one's on Instacart. Wait, what? Really? That's interesting. I don't know if I should go ahead and yeah, yeah. But that's interesting. So I guess I guess they've, maybe 254 covered a much larger area, and then over time with Waco, they ended up getting their own area code. No, that is really interesting. No, 254 still covers Temple and Waco. That is really interesting that 254 covers such a large area. I mean, come on. It's an hour from Killeen to Waco. It used to be an hour and a half, but now, I mean, it's at least an hour. So why wouldn't Waco have their own area code by now? It's very interesting. Ah, didn't think about it that way. True. 317 used to cover most of Indiana until 10 years ago. Oh, wow. I mean, that is very true, because I know when I was working for the bank, and we started getting, when the bank went digital, we all started getting cell phones, and the area codes were 737. So, and I don't know if that's just specifically for Texas or the Austin area and whatnot. Come on, let's get a good offer in there. Let's go. I mean, our tiny island of one only has one area code. At least I think so. I mean, I believe the different islands, the Mariana Islands, because there's 7. I believe the different islands. I had a goal of $200 today. I'm not going to make it unless Dee Dee decides to bless me a few times. Are you planning on working a dinner shift, or are you just sticking to the day? Because, once I'm done with this, if I don't make anything, I'm hoping we will, being that it's Friday, that we'll get out there and work an evening shift after we're done celebrating with my granddaughter for her birthday. I don't think my daughter, you already did the early morning. I've been wanting to. What's the earliest you get out there? 6 o'clock? Yesterday when we were doing a pickup here at Kyoto Restaurant, that's just right here in this plaza, I recognized one of the other drivers that walked into to pick up an order, and he was like, do you do Uber Eats too? And I told him, we started talking, because he's been doing Uber Eats for a little bit. You already did and I guess his goal is to try and make $200 a day, but he says it's been very hard because he only does Uber Eats. And I told him, I was like, no, the best way is, you gotta multi-app. I'm sorry, he's not a Uber Eats, he's a DoorDasher. He's a dasher. That's his main concentration, and only one app. And I told him, I said, your best option is to multi-app. $5 for $5. That's on favor. 5:30 on Sunday, but yeah, about 6. If I'm in the Mustang, I can do 3. Man. But he says it's been, like I said, in your situation, Dawn, you definitely prove the theory about, if your metrics matter, if your acceptance rate matters. So I don't know if the apps have really stepped up their game and really enforcing the fact that your acceptance rate really does matter. At least a more consistent basis. Because I still get some really good offers on Uber Eats and DoorDash, despite being, my acceptance rate on both of them are low. You still have to take a few crap orders to stay up, but it's worth it. Yes, definitely in your case, for sure. If you're already up there, I mean, maybe if I was still had a decent AR like in the 50s, I might, I can see doing a day here and there to, or a shift, like an hour or two to do the accept every offer type thing, just to keep boosting my my AR. But I'm less than 10 on both of them, and that would take a lot of work for both Uber Eats and DoorDash. I was hoping I'd get at least one decent offer before I move on to my next, what I want to do next, which is I want to run to the store. I tried to cherry pick. OMG, I got down to like 40. What? It took me a week of crap to get back up. So yeah, I won't get back down like that again. Oh, wow. Like I said, I believe on both Uber and DoorDash, I think I got up, my highest was probably in the 70s. And then, because Uber Eats was my first app. And I was doing, for the first several months, I was doing nothing but. And I was making anywhere from $400 to $700 a week. And then, because I've been with Uber Eats for almost 3 years now. And after the first, I don't know, maybe it was 6 months, and then it just, and then I was getting crap order after crap order. Because Uber Eats was my first app. And I was, after crap order, I had to do EBT to get back up. Yeah. Yeah, so it does take a lot. But like I said, I was just getting, um, but the interesting thing of the matter on that too was that's also when I started to, that's when I added DoorDash. So at the times that um, I could pick between the two apps, and I wasn't stacking. So when I would get an offer on one, I'd pause the other. So, early on, I didn't start stacking probably a year, maybe a year into, or 6 months. I don't know. But it was a little bit because I was still trying to get the hang of things. But before I, but the interest, considered on stacking between the apps. And the first time I did it, oh my gosh, you're talking about my heart was racing. And so I personally don't do it too often, but I have to make sure pickup is, if it's not at the same restaurant or store or in the same plaza or across the street from each other, I don't do it. If it's, the drop-offs are in the same direction, not far from each other, I don't do it. But if those factors fall into place like that and I can stack it, I'm doing it. I don't want to have to do any more work than I need to. That's why I only do one. Yeah. So, I personally don't do it too often. It's not at the same restaurant. I get frustrated easily. Yeah. And can stack it. 21 miles for $20. That's one way. And somebody took it. That was the all for one on Uber Eats. I don't want to move to a different spot while I have all these apps on. Because I have all 5 of my apps open. And if you are, a multi-apper, I hope you do the same. I mean, it's one thing if you have someone driving for you, or if you have someone else looking at your phone to, as the offers are coming through on the different apps. But if you're running solo and you're multi-apping, I really do hope y'all are staying safe about it. Because too many times, and it's ridiculous, not just for the gig workers, I'm talking about people in general, will have their phones propped up right here and they've got videos playing. I mean, we've even seen people in Teslas. In Teslas, my hubby is the one who would notice a person would have their foot up on the dash, their phone right in front of them, they're watching a video, Yeah. You know, and it's crazy. And then, I mean, as cool as having the phone holder for it, you know, because if you have that little dome right here on your dash, and one of those new phone holders, you can stick it onto that, so you can literally, while you're sitting in the driver's seat, can have the phone holder directly in front of you, just making it easier for us to distract ourselves. Oh, come on, come on. Only 2 offers came through on favor. I'm going to turn that one off. And one of those new phones. 19 miles for $6. Woohoo! Okay, thank you, Dawn. Good luck to you too. Stay safe out there. Thank you for being here. All right. Thank you. All right, so I already shut down a few of the apps so I don't get too distracted. But I have to get some gift bags for my mother-in-law, but there is one store that I want to swing by, and so you guys get to come with me. So let's go do a little birthday shopping. If something pops up prior to then you know, because I still have DoorDash on. We'll see what happens. Right now, DoorDash says it's from 2 to 9 minutes. You never know. Even though they have their signals on, you never know if they're actually turning at this exit or the next one. Or the fact they don't realize that they have their signal on. And then you get those impatient drivers behind you. Like, what are you waiting for? You see they're turning. Go, go. I'm like, and this intersection, I'm sure, gets people irritated because there's no yield sign. But when you're having to go to the far left, you know, you have to pause just to make sure there's an opening for you to be able to make it to far left. But you'll get those drivers, they don't care. because there's no yield sign there. They expect you just keep going. And they'll be honking their horn, and I'll honk my horn right back. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Even if you're watching silently while you're doing other things, I appreciate y'all being here, supporting my channel. It means a lot. Even if you're not chatting with me, that's okay. But if you just popped in, we are the first store that I want to stop at. Like I said, I still have a couple of my apps open. If something happens while I'm here, we'll see about, you know, if it's worth taking. But I want to go check out Five Below. Boop. And Five Below is right next to Ross, but my daughter Lexi works at Ross, so if there's anything Stitch, because that's what Ari's into right now, that's her big thing right now. So I'm sure if there was anything Stitch at Ross, my daughter's already taken care of it. So we're gonna go check out Five Below. I don't know, she's officially a preteen now, so I wonder, since Ulta is here, Bath and Body is here, if I should get her, not anymore. I checked with her. I told my I told her I'm shopping, so let me make sure. Where just reminding my daughter. Don't let her see. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off my apps because nothing was going on anyways. Yeah, it's busy, but nothing's happening, so all right, so all my apps are off. And, oh, no, that's not what I said. Okay. Ugh. Let's go into, we got Five Below right here. But I'm wondering if she'll be, you know, again, preteen. Should I be looking into maybe getting candles and whatnot? Actually, hold on a second, guys. I have to put the phone in front of the vent for a couple of minutes because the phone is really hot. And and I don't want it to die while I'm in the store. But I'm wondering if I should get her some of that stuff, or should I wait until next year? And maybe just stick with what she's into right now, which we know that she's into Stitch. Can you guys still hear me? Hey, Dean. Happy Friday. Good morning. Heating up chicken and dumplings, lingering. Ah, it sounds yummy. Is that what you're having for lunch, TG? Okay, the phone feels better. Thank you for letting me know. All right. It's a beautiful day. All right, let's turn the phone around. So there, you got Ross, you got Five Below. Like I said, I know I have some gift bags at home for my mother-in-law, but I don't know if they're birthday ones. All right. You're welcome. Let's see. What do we have that's Stitch? Oh, that's cool. You guys don't have a Ross right now? Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hey, I just sent a picture. Look at it and tell me, does she have any of those? Because I'm like, oh, look at this. Oh. Especially the one at the top. Okay. None of those? Huh? None of those? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right. Now I have mine. Okay. All right. That was pretty quick. I just got in here. Okay, because I'm still live streaming, and so that's why I wanted to make sure you weren't watching. Because yeah. All right. Are you guys shopping now? Okay. All right. Love you. Bye. Okay. All right. Nice. So I'm actually at Five Below right now. So as soon as I walked into the area, I see this. And this, I don't know how that happens, but it says it nearly doubles in size. It's an expanding plush. So I'm looking at this, but I'm also looking at this. It's a dancing water speaker. Enjoy the wonderful high quality sound music, perform cool light show when playing music. So I'm wondering which one I should get her. If this one, because definitely she can have this in her room. Look at that. So basically the light will be changing on this. And then, but this one here, it nearly doubles in size. How does that happen? I mean, what, does it have like pieces in there that you have to pull the arms and the... Okay, hold on. So you open it up, watch me grow. Squish your new friend. So it's a stitch squish. Squishy. But then wireless earbuds. Oh my gosh. And my daughter says she has none of these. These are earbuds. Look at that. How cute. So should I get her just one big item? Or should I get her to where she gets these 3 smaller stuff here? I'm torn. I don't know what I should get her. What is this one? It's a Bluetooth speaker. Collectible Bluetooth speaker. I don't know. And this one here, it's a remote control stitch. An inflatable. I don't know. The one that I'm drawn to the most is this one. I mean, she won't be able to... Well, I don't see why not. I mean, it's not like it's huge. But, so it can be somewhat portable. She can still bring it, you know, when she comes to our house. So I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with what I was drawn to the most, which is this. So let's see if they have, oh, because of the movie, they've got so much Stitch stuff out. Oh my goodness. And they got a pool now. What is this? Oh, you put your phone in here. But they got a pool now in their backyard. Mommy got them a pool for summer. Nail set. Let's see what else. Posters. Stickers. Pull and tear wearable, shareable sticker bracelets. What? How does that? There's a lot of Stitch stuff. It's a karaoke microphone. What are those things there? Hey, Roy. Good morning or afternoon. Right now, I was trying to do a little bit of gig work, but yeah, it wasn't being nice. So now I'm just getting some last minute. Now we're just doing a last minute shopping for my granddaughter. She's officially a preteen. Oh, my eldest granddaughter. Okay. How's it going? All right, where are their gift bags? I gotta make sure that there's gift bags. But this is what you're just chilling like a villain. Yeah, my granddaughter is into Stitch right now. Before the live Lilo and Stitch was even, coming about. So, but thankfully, it's because then I got that right there. It's a dancing water speaker. But I'm trying to see now. These are really cute. But it's been so long. Honestly, I was torn between should I start catering to her, her age. She's officially a preteen. But I'm like, or stick with what she's into right now, which is Stitch. An inflatable projector screen. I'm gonna stick with Stitch. I mean, I know she loves to draw, and she actually, no, I shouldn't say actually, but she's really good. Because I know we've gotten her art stuff before. So now I'm wondering if we should still stick to that and get her some art stuff too. Still. Because a lot of the times we still have them do their art time when they come over to the house. So they're either just coloring or they're drawing. And look at this. And she loves to play with her Auntie Zoe's guitar. Oh, definitely needs to be tuned. Should I get her that? Now I need to find out. If she has this. So hold on. I gotta send a picture to my daughter and see. How about this? All right. Hey Mario, how's it going? Right now I'm just doing a little bit of last minute shopping for my granddaughter. She's officially a preteen today. I already, and she's, her thing right now is she loves Stitch. So this is what I've got for her so far. to be from Grandpa, Grandma, and Auntie. But she also she's into art. She likes to play on the guitar whenever she's over at the house because my daughter Zoe has one. But look at this. And it still can be tuned because it's... Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Uh-oh. I might have to mute this because of the music. Oh, she's calling. Are you watching? Oh, okay. Because... Yeah. No, I'm doing more than one because one is going to be from me and Dad. The other one's going to be from Auntie Zoe. Well, for Ari, because it's for Ari. Do you already have a guitar for her? But so you do have like the toy one then? Oh, because it's a Stitch guitar. Oh. Oh. So you don't think she'd be interested in that? Oh, okay. Well, I'm putting that back then. Okay, because I'm just like, because of the movie, there's a lot of Stitch stuff out, so. So do you think that, I mean, and then the other thing was because she's such a good drawer, artist. But I don't know how much of the art stuff you already got for her though. Okay. So she basically needs stuff to actually draw and color on? Not that kind of stuff? Well, because there's also this dual tone markers. Okay. Okay. All right. Love you. Bye. Bye. What? Well, I was before I came over here, but nothing was happening. Yeah, I mean, we're hoping later tonight while we're down there. Yeah, so that's the plan. Ooh, blending markers. Do you have those? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. So I think we're going to go ahead and, cater to, I think we're going to go ahead and cater to both her, her younger self. She's into Stitch, but like I said, she's a really good artist for her age. So we're going to look into touching into that side too. I mean, she's gotten really good. She's been teaching herself to even work on her shading. So with this one here, it's actually blending markers. So I know she can do it with pencils and um, crayons. And even in her, she has a tablet that she does digital drawing as well. So now I'm just trying to find out if this would be a good one and if it's not something her mommy already got her. So while we're waiting, let's go ahead and look at gift bags. Yeah, I know this live might get flagged for the music that they're playing in here. So, okay, there they are. Gift bags, gift bags. Okay.
¿Dónde la vamos a comprar? ¿Dónde?
All right, so we got her. That'll fit the stuff that I have now. Um, that'll be. Okay. Now the only other thing is needing to get. And I have to probably go to Walmart for that one.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, darling.
But the Polaroid stuff,
All right. I have to go. And this gonna take cash. She's gonna take cash. You have to go. Thank you, sweetheart. Y'all come back and see. You will get a moment there. This gonna be all? Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah, because I already charged you for it.
Do I answer?
Yes. If you have any coins, put them in there at the top. You gonna do card or
Yes,
cash?
card.
Yes, you try. Hello, welcome to Five Below and Beyond. We have to ring you up, sweetheart.
And then that one, you don't have to worry about a bag.
Okay.
I was just gonna stick those two things in here.
You gonna put them in there?
Yeah.
Thank you for being patient, please.
Of course.
Come on, please, guys. Y'all doing okay? Did you get one with a tag on? You sure? Yeah, I know it's a mold there. I need one with a tag. Oh, shoot. You got a lot of stuff with no tags. I need a tag for this too.
Uh-oh.
It makes it hard to scan.
All right, so the last thing to get from my baby girl is I'm gonna swing by Walmart and pick up one other item from there, and then we're good to go. So I don't know, for those of you guys that have Five Belows in your area, it wasn't always like that. They would have an associate in that area just observing, but for whatever reason now, it's not self-checkout. So I don't know what happened, if they just had too many people trying to be sneaky, but as you saw, they're pretty much still checking you out. So even though it's set up like self-checkouts. So yeah. Okay. Ugh. Ooh, it's warm in here. Okay. So that was interesting on that. But now we're gonna run over to Wally World. Which way? It was supposed to be cooler because of the rainy weather we were getting in this week, but the humidity is back up. or at least it feels like it. And currently the car is saying it's only 88 degrees, but it feels warmer than that. Man, not because, you know, I have to go see a doctor, set up an appointment for myself, because I had to reach out to my endocrinologist to ask him that, you know, to let him know if I should go see him or just see a regular doctor, because I'm experiencing similar symptoms that I did prior to having my thyroidectomy. I don't have a thyroid, so I'm taking this medication for the rest of my life. But prior to getting that surgery, and for those of you guys that were following my channel already know this, but for those of you guys that are here and don't know what I'm talking about, prior to the surgery, I was getting this, you know, like someone had their hand on my neck. Not necessarily choking me, but I had that sensation. So, what do you call that? And I snore. A lot of people do. But my husband was saying it was really bad. So, but anyways, what's happening right now is I feel like there's something in my throat. So it's not necessarily as a sensation like I'm being choked, but it feels like there's something in my throat, and my snoring has gotten really bad again. I mean, even if I sleep elevated and whatnot, and it's to the point where I'm constantly waking up my poor hubby. So, he said that I should go and see one of my regular doctors first, and then we'll go from there. So we'll see. We shall see. Oh man, you got traffic ahead. That's, you know how it is where you've got traffic blocking you because they decide to cross the line before their light turns red, but then the line doesn't move, and then they got stuck in the middle of the pathway, so they'll be blocking. Just passing HEB. Where are you going, dude? Sorry, went to back. Whoa, birthday was it? It didn't hear that part. Oh, today is my eldest grandbaby, my eldest granddaughter. She's officially a preteen today. So her mommy's letting her have her day. My granddaughter Ari, she chose to go to Starbucks for her breakfast. And now they're shopping, and then here in a little bit we're gonna be meeting up with them to go to a place called Area 254, and it's like an indoor for the older kids, really, for older kids and adults, because they have a beer wall. They have a beer wall at this place. So it'll be our first time going in there, so I'm excited to check it out myself. Indoor bumper cars, they have laser tag. I've only played laser tag one time. and it was pretty fun. A huge arcade playing area. So yeah, we're going there and then possibly doing her birthday cake afterwards. I'll tell her. She was watching earlier when I first started the live stream, but I'll tell her and thank you. Looking forward to it for sure. And she's going into middle school. She's gonna be in middle school when school year starts. I don't think because her younger sisters, they are 6 years, 14, no, they're 4 years apart between Ari and her younger sisters. So they probably won't be at the same school until they hit high school. But I guess it just depends on where you're at, because some places the middle school has 4 grades, and then because I know when we went to Germany, 6, 7, 8. When we went to Germany, it had 4 grades. It had 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th as part of middle school. Oh, crap. I'm too busy talking. I just passed Walmart. What the heck? So now I gotta turn around. Good job, Melissa. My mind was on, what do you call that? Self-driving mode, I guess. And I was headed home. That's the movie theater. That was the movie theater we just passed. So let's try this again. Make sure you turn. You gotta turn. Stay green, please. I'm gonna run it. It was still yellow. It was still yellow when I passed. So we noticed here at Walmart, one of the regulars is no longer here, but they moved on from doing Spark to doing Favor. I don't know how much longer they can continue doing Favor too, because Favor is also stepping up their security measures in reference to the app itself. At the store, they could care less to, if you're the person that's supposed to be doing the pickup. Boy, it's busy here. Are you backing out? Nope. But man. Wow. Am I missing something? Is there, I mean, I know it's summertime, but for a Friday afternoon here at Walmart, it's busy. I mean, the parking lot is actually packed. All right, so is this the spot I want? Okay. Okay. All right, so now we're here at Wally. And we're going to go in there. I'm not going to do too much because I don't want to be spending more than I need to be. But let's... Hot. Woo, ouch, that's hot. So I got to cool it down for a minute. You've got to cool it now. Ooh, watch out. So it's gonna sound like we're going through a wind tunnel. But as I was saying, you know, with Favor, they're stepping up their security measures, and now they are also doing the facial recognition. So Spark, Instacart, Uber Eats, and Favor are now doing the facial recognition. So all right. Like I said, it's pretty busy. Parking lot is pretty packed. And so I don't know if there's something happening this weekend, but even my sister in Colorado, she was told that she got a 3-day weekend. Oh, look at that, Kona Ice. Lobster rolls and more. I mean, what, they've got food vendors here? Oh, wow. Oh, look at this. A mariachi band. What's going on today? Walmart. So what's going on today? What's going on today?
Exactly.
Oh. Apparently, he didn't know either. So I guess I came in at the right time to get a little entertainment here at Walmart. I don't know if the... Sorry, what's going on up there? That was pretty cool. I know some... Where's it at? I didn't know the answer. Well, I'm going to be going to... Well, I'm going to be going to Office Center or Lowe's Boulevard.
Also, there's the same island, but it's completely different. The 50.
Aww. Well, that sucks. So they don't have what I was needing here. They're singing this time. All right. All right, here we go. Aww.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna
that was pretty cool. Never expect to walk into a Walmart and get some entertainment like that. I've been here for 7 years, and that's the first time I've seen that. Well, I didn't find what I was looking for, so at least I got a little bit of entertainment. But there's a very good chance that last song that they did, my live stream might get flagged for that part. So anybody who may be rewatching this will see what's going on, but they won't be able to hear it because I may end up having to mute that section. So, but that was really good. I don't know if you guys heard him singing. So, whew, it is hot. I am hot. Whew. Maybe I should put on shorts. I don't know. Ugh. Turn the car on. Whew. Air up. It's hot. Now the car is saying it is 91. But that was really cool. I'm glad I showed up for that part because that was really cool. I think the last time I heard a mariachi band play, we were in San Antonio at this restaurant that wasn't far from the Riverwalk. I believe it was at the Riverwalk. Can't remember. It's not far, but anyways, it was a Mexican restaurant, and they have the mariachi bands going around, playing at the different tables and whatnot. So that was the last time. That was the last time that I got to witness a mariachi band. All right. Whew. Yeah, hot. Whoop. So I guess that answers why there's more traffic in the parking lot with more cars. It's because that's for Dell's children. They're doing a fundraiser. But time to head home, because then we're gonna be heading to Colleen and meeting up with my daughter there and the family. And then heading over to have a little bit of fun. So, like I said, I might do a small live stream, a short live stream while I'm there. Just to show you guys what, you know, Area 254 is about and all the cool fun stuff that is available. So it's not just for the kids, it's for the entire family to have fun there. So, but anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream here, or better yet, I'm gonna wait 5 minutes, because then that'll mean I've been streaming for 2 hours. And I know I had a blip or two there when I went to the back of Walmart, because for those of you guys that, you know, when you shop in Walmart and if you do any live streaming and whatnot, and even if you're not live streaming and if you're just working your app, all of a sudden you start getting glitches the deeper you go into Walmart, and that's what happened. So the live stream glitched a couple of times when I was back there. So, because as of right now, it says I've been streaming for 1 hour and 56 minutes. So I do appreciate for those of you guys that have been here and watching in the background, just, you know, letting it play, because again, I really appreciate it, and it really, really helps my channel. I try not to be a broken record about it, but it's a goal of mine, so I can't help but talking about it to get my watch hours done. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You feel like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. Now I got that song stuck in my head. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. I don't know what's next, because I don't know the words. I just know that section. Just that one part. So I'm gonna go ahead and head on back home. I've still got 2 minutes to go before I'll stop the live stream. But either way, you know, I hope everyone has a fantastic Friday. Celebrate it however you want to. Relaxing at home, getting out there and enjoying the day, working, whether it be gig work or your W-2. Just have an awesome day. Be on the lookout for another short live stream. I'm hoping that I do get to do the live stream, but if it might be a reception issue while we're in the place, I don't know. So if you don't see me doing a live stream, you might see a post about it, and, you know, doing a short video or some kind of me walking around the area. So that way you'll still get to see it. But either way, especially if you are new to my channel, hopefully you'll go check out my other videos, the shorts, the long form, and even other live streams, because, you know, I do stuff like this. I cook, I craft, we travel. It's GigLife-N-More. Food reviews. Well, not necessarily a review, but if it's a place that we enjoy, we know that the food is good and whatnot. So it's more like after the fact. But again, si Duas Ma'asi, thank you guys so much for being here, whether you're watching silently or have been chatting, or especially if you're watching this as part of a replay. Si Duas Ma'asi, which means thank you. I appreciate all the support. Until then, have an awesome day. Stay safe out there. And I'll catch you guys on the next video or live stream. Adios for now. Bye, y'all. Bye, NATO, if you're still there. Bye, y'all. Hit those hearts.